Welcome to another chat breakdown EU. This is the pre-London Open, and I'm preparing myself to trade the market. So I'm going to start doing my analysis on the 1 week time frame. So if you have been following the channel, you always notice I always mostly sometimes do my analysis starting from the 1 week time frame in order to gain a greater picture of what the market is doing. Okay, looking at the 1 week time frame, I can clearly see prices in the range in the left hand side, and the range is made up of a range high and a range low, right? Okay, as soon as price tap into the range low, price actually reverse with a down close bearish down close candle, and when price reverse a bearish down close candle, and as soon as price makes an expansion profile above the candle that took the range low, we expect two possible reactions. That is a retracement profile towards the candle or a range profile. So that's the two possible reaction which we expect. And then the next thing we do on the weekly time frame is to map up our key levels. I got this bullish order block here because the order block generated liquidity. If you look at this previous candle, this candle I just marked, it swept the low of the previous candle, so that is a liquidity candle. So that is a candle in which I would love to map as my order block. I also got this fair value gap causing the bearish action we are currently seeing right now. And looking at the weekly time frame, I pretty much have all my analysis set, because right now EU is kind of ranging, right? Okay, right now I'm gonna move to the daily time frame in order to refine everything I've been doing on the weekly time frame, so as to generate a logical framework in which I can position myself with the big players on the weekly time frame. Okay, looking at the daily time frame, looking at the left hand side, price was in a downtrend. So price was facing an uptrend. Price was facing an uptrend. It made higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay, then it later went into, after reaching this range high, it now went into a downtrend, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then it broke above the swing high, the last swing high that price made before making a lower low. This high, price broke above this high and then made an expansion swing, right? So it took the range low, it took the low of this range, and also took the high of this range, and made a bullish expansion swing. So automatically we call this a dealing range. So as you can see, what we are gonna do right now is to actually map up our dealing range. And you guys know a dealing range is made up of a range of a premium and a discount. And for a bullish dealing range, the upper part is our premium and the down part is our discount. Okay, looking at this range high that was swept, we can call it a, a market structure shift. Yep. Or you can say CISD, change in the state of delivery. So the market was pushing lower, and then it then started pushing higher. So we can call that the change in the state of delivery, or CISD. Okay. Right now, what we next do next is to refine our zones, that is our key levels on the weekly time frame, for them to align with our daily time frame. Okay, this within the weekly order block, we got this bullish order block, right? And we got this fair value gap. Also get this fair value gap. Also got this fair value gap. And you guys can see we got this bullish daily range, right? And within this range high and this range low, we got an internal structure breaking highs and rejecting lows, and that is a very clear example of a bearish market maker model. If you are someone who is actually a religious channel follower, you're gonna understand what I mean. I always talk about this market maker model of a thing. So you can call this a bearish break of structure within the range. And you guys understand, right? Okay, right now we got this range on the left hand side, and as soon as a price was tapping into this key level, this bearish fair value gap, it swept the high of this range. And you guys know, based on range trading, when we take the high, then our target should be the lows. We should do nothing. We wait first before the market takes any part of the range before we trade. When the market is ranging, we do nothing. When it takes either part, we start trading. That is it. Since that we see that it took this high, tap into this key level, now we can start trading to the downside until probably this range low. So that is what we are actually focusing on. Okay, as cool as the analysis is going, you guys can see that we first got our model number one up here when price closed below the closing price of this candle that liquidated the high. So liquidity is what we roll with. No liquidity, we are gonna be the liquidity. Okay guys, you can see the market have reached 75% of the range, and then it's just 25% of the range remaining. So what we should expect here is a kiss of death. Okay, looking at our chart, you can see that we got a key level here, applying the if then principle, right? If you close below, we expect lower prices. If you close above, we expect higher prices. If you wick above, we expect lower prices, and if we wick below, we expect higher prices. Since we close below, applying the if then principle, then we are expecting lower prices. Our job as a trader is to focus on sales from the key level to our target. Okay guys, the video is almost coming to an end. You guys should be writing what I'm saying, so that you guys should not actually waste your time watching the videos without achieving anything. You only keep what you write. You get? Okay, right? You can see that price has made a tap into into the daily key level. The down close candle that the price close below it is our key level. You can see how I marked it. Okay, price have already made it to the 50% of the range, so we expect price will make to the opposing end of the range. Okay, right now, uh I'm going to look for a valid 4-hour CRT on that daily key level, so as to position myself with them to sell. Get get right. Okay, cool. Okay, right now, our job is gonna to be to expect a KOD, keys of death, from these key levels to these lows. So you guys can see the market is tapping into this key level on the 4 hour. So monitor price and see if you can get our valid 4-hour CRT after tapping. So always use one formula. I always recommend: trade the candle after the candle that tap into the key level, because the candle after the candle that tap into the key level has generated liquidity. The first candle that tap, it doesn't make sense if you don't have our valid CRT set before we position ourselves on the lower time frames. So you guys should stay active, monitor price. This is the London. This is the pre-open of the London session. So this analysis is for you guys. Okay, guys. I think this is the end of the video. So I will now explain the last thing now before I'm going. This is our news calendar. We got a news at 10 a.m. So that news, we should monitor it. If we don't get an opportunity yet, this news will guide us. If the news is actually in the same direction with the price and there's a confirmation, you should consider taking the trade ASAP. Okay, guys. If you have been able to watch the video to this extent, please like, subscribe, comment, share the video. Also, check out the description. There's my link there. You can reach out to me through that link. And also, there's also XNES, the best broker in the world. You can click the link on the description. You can find the XNES link there. Create your account and trade with us. Okay, guys, peace out.